Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Saints taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
It is good. Mix the score.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. It's close. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
49-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of
just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Delay game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 8.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Next to score, Saints 10.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
Delayed game, offense.
Unbelievable.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. That's good. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards.
5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 6-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield, looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Mayfield's pass, incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st down, Galloway gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try the left side. Galloway. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys. That's what you're supposed to do.
No better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2. 3rd and 1. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Mayfield sacked.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long.
And he's going to go down again.
Mayfield sacked.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long for Mayfield. The pressure gets to him again.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And the return is Sims. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Galloway. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Right back to him on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Defense. That's not good enough, man.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A 7-yard.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
To throw, Mayfield. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will
25.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
A handoff as they run the counter play. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brought down at the
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Galloway, a nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. Galloway, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to give this time to the tailback. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin
punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And down he'll go at the 25.
Michael Thomas.
The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to wind up and got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
2-point conversion.
Nice job. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes him susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 12. Just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Able to successfully find the end zone over the top. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Not much there, only a yard. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd and goal, Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Onside kick is recovered by...
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now they try the right side here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take